So, British. Never been a fan of the British. Long list of reasons. And now that 1.9 or 1.39's come along and all aircraft at high speed are now limited to G-load rather than their actual turning performance, it's sort of made turn performance take a back seat, at least at medium to high altitude combat. Turn time's still relevant at low altitude when you get trapped at low altitude in a turn fight, but if you're smart, that never happens. So I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to like Spitfires with G-lock. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like Spitfires with G-lock, but we're going to try anyway. It does climb very well at a very wide speed, so it doesn't really matter what speed you're climbing at. They can climb as low as 120, as high as 180, and they'll get a pretty solid climb rate no matter what. The Typhoons are actually reasonable climbing aircraft in reality. The problem is that we very well may end up going up against G2s or 185s or something that's a whole lot better. We're going against the Americans, which means we're probably going up against a lot of Lightnings now that everyone's discovered how good the Lightning is. Which isn't so bad. The Lightning does have some weaknesses to exploit. Low speed maneuverability is no longer one of them. It can turn pretty damn well at low speed. I mean, even by Spitfire standards, the new P-38's become a good medium speed turner. Especially if you drop its landing flaps, which are now Fowler flaps, which I'll be talking of later. Oh, he's climbing at too high a speed, I can't catch up. Speed is not the Spitfire's strong suit, at least not in these medium tier. This is actually a Mark 9, the first one the British get at tier 4, tier 3. Battle rank, 4.3, the same as the Typhoon. I'm gonna catch up. One of these days. I could probably be at even higher altitude if I wasn't trying to play catch-up, but nah. Which I think is what I'm going to do. He's going to end up in combat before me anyway. And Spitfires? Climbing in Spitfires isn't really about getting above your opponent. It's really about stopping your opponent from getting above you. If you can neutralize an enemy's altitude advantage and put both of you on an even playing field, the Spitfire does extremely well on an even playing field. If you and your opponent have the same energy level, then you being able to turn inside of them can be allowed to do what you do. And then you make them not be alive anymore with your cannons and machine guns. I'd highly not recommend attacking bombers with Spitfires. The Typhoon 1B late with its quad cannons is pretty good at it, so it's definitely good of him to go after the bomber, because Spitfires aren't that fragile, but those are its radiators under the wings, and if you put a single bullet of any caliber through one of them and then a single bullet through the other, you just lost both of your radiators, your engine's going to seize, and you're not going to have an engine within about a minute. So it takes a very small amount of very small firepower to end up killing a Spitfire, so you need to be careful about not getting shot too much. But, I mean, they're not that fragile, they're not a zero, they're not going to catch fire instantly whenever they're shot. Unlike the Russians, their wings aren't made out of impervious, inflammable wood. I'm pretty sure they're actually made out of corrugated aluminum. Well, not corrugated aluminum, dummy head. Actually, it looks canvas. Yeah, it looks like canvas to my eye. Alright, so they very well might have canvas wings. Not paying attention at all, got a P-38 above us. Again, with the Spitfire, really the only challenge is neutralizing your enemy's energy advantage, getting yourself on an even playing field and then out-turning them. You can also use energy fighter tactics, there's no reason not to. It does have a reasonable climb rate, so you can do loops somewhat well, but nowhere near as good as a 109 or a low altitude 185. And there's no way in hell I can catch a P-38 in any kind of a flight. He's going to have to come after me, which means he's going to have the altitude advantage, because if he doesn't have the altitude advantage, he's going to be a push and just run away, and I'm not going to be able to catch him. But that's alright, he does have the altitude advantage, and I'm purposefully not climbing. If I try and climb after him, he's just going to outrun me. So I'm going to let him think, there's two of them. Alright, never mind. I'm going to start a shallow dive then. We're going to drag them down below our allies. Spitfires do pretty well at high altitude, but not as well as the American planes do. So I would recommend doing a lot of diving away from the faster opponents. and making them follow you. And if they don't want to follow you, fine. They can stay up there, we can stay down here. Nothing's gonna happen the whole game. Gonna dive again. Make him pick up as much speed as I can get him to. He doesn't have a lot of speed on me. I'm gonna cut throttle to try and bleed energy. I can't see him because my wing's in the way. Really wish I could see him. Oh. And because I slowed down so much, I was able to cut inside him, no problem. Come on. I just made myself a super easy target. Oh god. Stay away. I don't believe in any of you. You're all figments of my imagination, so I don't have the energy to go up after him. Believe it or not. Don't loop. Don't loop. Don't loop. You do not have the speed and energy to loop. You just don't. So don't do it. Is he gonna come down? He's coming down. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Give him some sprinkles. Oh, this plane don't do well at high speed. Thank you, Hispanos. Is that guy above or below me? Is he above or below me? Where is he? There he is. Where's the other guy? There's two of them right here. Is there two of them right here? Oh, it's an AI. He is coming after me, so I'm going to cut into him. I'm at just about the perfect speed to do maneuvers in a Spitfire. I'd recommend staying well under 300 miles per hour, but try and stay over about whatever. Hey, nuke got him. So, the Spitfire, it turns extremely well, but it doesn't take a lot of... Wildcat. It doesn't take a lot of speed to start compressing you. Oh, that was a friendly fire incident almost. I just want an assist at least. There we go. Actually, you know what? Screw it. He's only an AI. I believe. I believe. Should probably stop wasting my cannon ammo. Wasting my machine gun ammo now. I'm gonna let him get him. I'm gonna suicide after this 820. Not as in RAM, as in blow what ammo I have left, and then go from there. Or maybe I should go after the AI. That guy's a pesky little moaf. I'd rather, me and my words, I'd rather have an assist on a player than a kill on an AI. And there you go, an assist, And there you go, an assist on a player. So where'd the AI go? There it is. You gonna try and turn with me, little AI? Oh, I'm out of energy again. But yeah, anyway, seriously, don't do too many vertical maneuvers with the Spitfire. Its great strength is in horizontal turns. How many players are left? None. This is the last guy. So I'm gonna cough up what ammo I have left. Look at me, 30, 50. Oh, I have no ammo left. Let's get it nice and close. I don't know if a Wildcat can outdive me or not, but... yeah, if anyone of you want to finish him off, go for it. I'm not going to complain about kill stealing on an AI that's worth almost no points. Let's run him at... nope, he's in the ground. Yay! Yay! I used up all my ammo that time. Uh-oh. Oh, no, he's not. Yay, we're all friends here. So that really was everyone, right? I did. Alright, good. No ammo for me, but seriously, with the Spitfire, it's actually very dangerous to get to too low of a speed. You want to stay above at least 140. Otherwise, your maneuverability actually gets dangerously low. But at the same time, you don't want to go over about 250. Otherwise, you start to hit G-lock, and and then you and everybody else get the same maneuverability, and you don't want that. You want to use your maneuverability, so you have to stay slow enough but fast enough. It actually makes Spitfire some of the more difficult planes to play, assuming you're facing competent opponents. But there you go, I'm doing decently well in the British. I'm not hating them as much as I used to, still not a fan. But they're acceptable planes now, in my opinion. And it's not that anything's changed with them, it's just my my playstyle with them shifted a bit. Yay! Well, I'm double, but yay! So there you go. British. Yay! They're decent. Woohoo! I said something nice about them finally. Yay!